Our warm and muggy conditions will continue Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and even into next week. As we move through the first half of July, we'll deal with temperatures in those mid to upper 80s. Today, it was an awfully muggy one outside. We had plenty of sunshine today. And we see that there on our weather video from this afternoon. Those blue skies, and we dealt with high temperatures warming all the way up into the upper 80s. 86 degrees was the high temperature today in Rochester, 90 in Red Wing. So a couple of us getting towards that 90-degree mark for high temperatures today. Now, the Omega block pattern that we talked about earlier this week, still at least impacting our weather now. It will weaken eventually, but watch as we continue to move into the weekend. We still have those chances for 90-degree weather on the way for Saturday. Now, eventually, this pattern weakens just a little bit next week, and we have more or less of what we call zonal flow in the upper parts of the atmosphere, where our winds along the jet stream a little bit more west to east. This will allow us to get a little bit more widespread rainfall in the forecast by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. Now, we still expect warm temperatures. Notice all of the upper Midwest and the central Great Plains, still the pink and red, indicating 80s and 90s possible for next week. We just look at the chances for some rainfall. As we move towards the 4th of July, well, temperatures Friday, Saturday, and Sunday looking at about 89 to 90 degrees. And look at those overnight lows, only right around about 68 to 70 degrees. Saturday, I think we could have a very isolated chance for a pop-up shower thunderstorm during the late evening and overnight hours. Once we start to see the sunset, we'll eliminate that threat for some rain. But I think most of us, if not all of us, will stay dry all the way through the weekend. Now, currently outside on our Listen Out Live camera, we still sit at 85 degrees with some sunshine in Rochester. Those winds now out of the east-northeast. That's dropped our dew points down a little bit, right around 64 degrees. So the dew points down in the mid to lower 60s instead of those 70s like they were yesterday. Temperatures still upper 80s for many of us outside, and we still have some sunshine as we zoom conditions out. Not much happening in the state of Minnesota and in Iowa, so quiet conditions will be on the way through the overnight hours. Future track as we continue to move through the evening tonight. Notice by about midnight, temperatures still upper 60s. We might fall down mid 60s. Most of us, though, will range from about 65 to upwards of 68 degrees. Tomorrow morning, some partly cloudy skies right along the Mississippi River Valley. Notice a little bit of rainfalls trying to develop right along the Mississippi River and to the south and southwest of Rochester. So through Austin, Alberley, very isolated shower, very quick during the late afternoon hours. And then as we continue to move through Friday evening, we're dry and quiet overnight. Your forecast, 68 degrees for the overnight low, mainly clear, warm and muggy conditions on the way tonight. Your town forecast for tomorrow looks a lot like what we had today. Some sunshine, temperatures into the upper 80s. I think we could have a little bit more 90-degree weather, at least on the way for tomorrow, especially in northeast Iowa, Mason City through Northwood, Lake Mills, all have a chance to reach that 90-degree plateau. As we look at your 7-day forecast for the 4th of July, 90 for the high, 89 on Sunday. And as we continue to move through next week, we still have those temperatures in those upper 80s, and we have that chance for a little bit more widespread shower and thunderstorm activity by Tuesday and Wednesday. That'll do it for your Weather Authority forecast. Caitlin, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Nick.